Babylon and generation B8 with clean sense, uncommon, can you see straight? Freeze frames by the blockchain, the deep state, deep fake DNA. I'm mobbing with the think tank. Be on the block with the guards where the beats done. What makes it loud for a law, get your beat stung. Freeze frame, make it hard for bombers roll through. That hating energy get barbecue beef bum. You work a third of the day to get the shame that was out. Just like the murderers and rapists that you claim that you clout. So we burn a little sage, then we raid in your spot.
Get down, nigga, get your motherfucking ass down. What that motherfucking dope at? Fuck, nigga.
Pull crime, pull crime, pull crime, show the crime, flow crime, pull crime, pull crime. Said he pull crime, pull crime, pull crime, slow crime, slow crime, pull crime, pull crime. Said he pull crime, pull crime, pull crime, slow crime, flow crime, pull crime, pull crime. Said he pull crime, pull crime, pull crime, slow crime, slow crime, pull crime. Hey, my nigga, I ain't hating, and my nigga, I ain't lazy, but I know everything that they got come from slave. So why you tryna give me occupation? My nigga, I ain't hating, nah, and my nigga, I ain't lazy, but I know hoagies and some cold-blooded killers, rape, and thieves, so why should I be patient?
I said he pull crime, pull crime, pull crime, show crime, show crime, pull crime, pull crime. Said he pull crime, pull crime, pull crime, show crime, show crime, pull crime, pull crime. Said he pull crime, pull crime, pull crime, show crime, show crime, pull crime, pull crime. Pull crime, show crime, show crime, pull crime, pull crime. Hey, my nigga, I ain't hating. My nigga, I ain't lazy, but I know everything that they got come from slave. So why you tryna get me occupation? My nigga, I ain't hating, nah, and my nigga, I ain't lazy, but I know hoagies and some cold-blooded killers, rape, and thieves, so why should I be patient?
Yo, welcome to Thought Crimes, everyone. This is your girl, Sincere, and I'm here with...
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? This is your man, P. Solo Prince Solomon, back in the building once again, boys and girls. We are here today, too, by the way, so let me go ahead and give you a sip. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know what time it is, folks. We only pop our heads up for drama. We don't mean the black community any good, folks. We only pop our heads up whether it is biracials fighting with full blacks or octamaroons fighting with quadramaroons or whatever maroon you got. Folks, as you guys know, right now, something serious is taking place in America. J. Cole has begun to drop the media for the fall off.
I would say this is a really good start.
Okay.
I like how he's...
Allahu Akbar.
I like how it felt like a little tiny version of a Christopher Nolan film, not on the same type of high level budget, but still very clean.
Right.
I felt like I was watching Tenet, Interstellar. You know, again, a little piece of it, not all the way there, just a little bit of something.
I see what you're doing, seeing puzzle players.
Inception.
Okay.
And I also like that he gave the attempt of fusing his past and future with his present. I think this is a really good start of a rollout for the fall off.
Right.
And you know, this is what is when
you.
Cole is in his bag, is when he's focused lyrically like this, where he's also connected to the strong points of himself as an MC, as a lyricist, as an artist. But also this too, I remember that it's also connected to Forest Hill Drive as well. So it seems like he may be letting everybody know that he's on that time again. And I again, great start.
Okay, sir. That's where you was going to go with it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, all right, then. For the past 10 years, ladies and gentlemen, this album has been handcrafted with one intention. You guys understand this is a statement prepared by J. Cole, okay, and Farrakhan. It says, a personal challenge to myself to create my best work. That's right, Cole. I did say this, saying, am I lying? I said he better do a double disc. Do you recall that?
Yes, you did. You said that he should do a double disc, and also just to add to that, it was also giving me a little bit of Janet Jackson and Q-Tip merged into that. We know with the brown tones, tans, color scheme.
Sounds like a colorist. Oh, go ahead, Sid.
No, I can't.
Go ahead, Sid. We got something else to exploit.
That's all I got for y'all.
Got to make some money over here. We're monetized again. Thank you very much, too, by the way, you guys, boys and girls. Shouts out to OC. Says, just want to say what's good. TC is the truth. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We let you guys say that. Again, all right, I don't want to be an arrogant, pompous-headed Negro that worked for WWE. All right, here, let's go ahead into the statement here. I'm going to jump back into what Sin is talking about here. It says, to do on my last what I was unable to do on my first. So he's saying that this may be his last album. And he says to do it on his last. Now, I got to keep this in mind. There's a lot of artists that have flirted with the idea of this being their finalized project.
Jay-Z. Remember, he said he was retiring. It's the Black album.
That Black album.
He gave us General Hospital Hove.
Yeah.
Basically.
Right.
Right.
He says, I had no way of knowing how much time, focus, and energy it would eventually take to achieve this. But despite the countless challenges, is that 2024? Along the way, I knew in my heart I would one day get to the finish line. He says, I owed it first and foremost to myself, Ashe, brother, Ashe. And secondly, I owe it to hip hop, the fall -off J. Cole. All right, so look, there's a couple things I did catch, and I will agree with Sin. First of all, I want to give a round of applause to the cinematography. Come on, y'all. Let's.
I'm saying this about ASAP Rocky videos as well. I hope in hip hop on YouTube that in the description box, I would really love to see the director,
don't be selfish,
the editors,
because we know you didn't direct it.
And also whoever is doing the production of sound.
All right.
I would like to see those people in the description box because Prince and I like to look up the directors, people who are editors, people who do a lot of the background work and do a great job. And so hopefully, we'll see more of that in the description box for a lot of these artists.
Yeah, we like to look up the director, and we would like to see how much do they charge and do they have a layaway plan. All right, so I do want to. Oh, well, hold on now. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. I see some people already kind of getting gully with each other, and I understand it.
Let them fight.
All
Let
right.
us do what we do. Let them
All
fight
right.
in the chat.
Okay. And you guys got to remember, Black History is coming up. Okay? So we should do better, guys.
And Jermaine is giving you a history of, half Black history of his history in hip hop.
Yeah.
Also, thank you for the donation as well, Lynch. Is this his first double disc album? Funny, he called Mr. Morale tragic. Still exciting to see this play out.
Sin, I knew we was going to eventually have to read one of the comments. But shouts out to Mr. Lynch. We appreciate you so much. It says here, let me see what else we got here. Cozy says it's pity party music. Man, y'all are already getting up with your defensive lines.
To me,
all right, white blood cells.
To me, it don't matter if the music is good. And I think this song and video, a lot of effort was put into it. The bars was good. I also like that. We're
about to get into it, sir.
He really was going in on the fall off narrative, which I do like. Yes, it has some nostalgia and some self-reflection. Sometimes when he gets too much of that, it can get a little bit
too much of what's in
boring. When he be like stuck in nostalgia, but this time,
it's cool.
This time he did it well. Like on Port Antonio, when he's like introducing himself and like I'm Jermaine and stuff like that. I understood why people were irritated with that, but this one, this is when he does it right, and I like it.
So let's get into it. At the beginning here, it says Jermaine was here. I hope he's healthy. Look, I don't like that nigga. All right, let's go ahead. Look, I will tell you this. As I stated before, and we talked about this, and it's 3 o'clock. Look at that. What has he got, like 3:02 right there? 3:05? Something like that. It's 3 o'clock, right? Okay, so Jermaine Cole, J. Cole, there's a couple things that we did have a chance to catch. First of all, like I said, I did enjoy the cinematography. I am so glad we are past dejected youth, shirtless and ashy with a bunch of sticks and Dracos in the video. Boy, look, drill era of hip hop was some of the laziest video filming I've ever seen in my life. All right. So now we're back to people using different camera angles. To Sin's point, I will say this is a decent introductory track to where we more than likely will be headed. And I understand coming off the heels of, 2024, which was a big year in hip hop, a huge year in hip hop. So people are still kind of, a bit pensive about certain things. But I'm going to be interested in seeing what J. Cole has to say. Sid and I, the funny part, we was talking about this on our Patreon last night. Were we live last night or the night before last?
We was live.
Okay, we was live and we went into overdrive for 5 hours. We talked about some other stuff. But one thing, Sid and I both agreed on is that we said, look, we really would like to hear J. Cole's perspective of just what's been going on for him. And he said this took 10 years. So, all jokes aside, I said you could get a double disc. You could get a triple disc. I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, it's interesting because our video that's going to be premiering like at 6:30 p.m., we were saying on there that people in the art world need to be more creative in music. Drop a double disc.
Yes.
Drop an animation with a disc.
Yes.
With an album.
Yeah,
go drop some video games. Like, y'all are supposed to be artists. I don't want to hear no fucking whining about the poor past decisions y'all made when y'all signed bad contracts and stuff like that. It happened. Now this is the time that show that y'all not just punks and bums of the UMGs or the Warner Brothers of the world or Sony, and that y'all have a backbone to put out the music that y'all want to put out, like what we see with ASAP, fusion into punk rock, which we know that's not the first time. We saw Public Enemy, Anthrax. We saw Method Man with Limp Bizkit. We saw Run DMC with Aerosmith. We've always had
Pheromones with Linkin Park.
Yeah, with Jay-Z with Linkin Park.
Reanimation. Well, I thought the Reanimation album was better.
We've all these people who say hip hop is only lyrical or hip hop is only party or hip hop is only political. Stop the nonsense. Hip hop is everything. We've seen it in the 80s. We've seen the punk rock versions of hip hop as a subgenre. We've seen people who was chorus heavy versus those who came in like Rakim and LL Cool J and Roxanne, who was bars and lyrical assassins. We are supposed to appreciate it all as long as it comes out as a dope project.
Yeah, just be honest with you about that. I love what A$AP Rocky's doing right now. I love it. I love every bit of it. Bring Danny Elfman's ugly red-headed ass out there, get in the booth with him, and present something that is of value. Look, like I told you guys in the past in 2024, I said you guys better enjoy these moments. Because, where things will be headed for the most part artistically, it's going to have to reset itself. But, so far, I will say one of the strongest things about this particular video here are the visuals. I did like the Inception trick,
Yes.
I'm sure this is something Will Smith did pass up over, too. Because, Will Smith, he don't get the abstract stuff. He passed on The Matrix, he passed on Inception, and he probably passed on J. Cole's video.
It also felt like virtual insanity mixed with Inception, mixed with, like we said, with Janet Jackson and Toop and the Q-Tip. So it's definitely a good appetizer.
It is good. It's good. It sounds like to me he's retiring. Or at least it could be a persona that he's retiring. Also, I didn't get into Ariel's chat, too, by the way. There go Ariel, King Ariel, back in the building. Says, Homaine's back with his pull-on, let's see, Lokes cap, allegedly. You said his hair ain't real. All right, we know the jokes are coming, you all. But, shouts out to Ariel, too, long-time supporter. I did enjoy the visuals. I did listen to the messaging. For the most part, he is dealing with existentialism. He is being vague, and as Sin stated, it is an appetizer, I do feel, of that nature.
It's hiding a lot of aggression, though, because I don't know if you're going to retire when you said you want to usurp the king of hip-hop, which it seemed like he was referring to as Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And that...
Not happening, nigga.
The king of hip-hop, the guy who signed him... is the guy he plans on usurping. Now, to your point...
He took shots last time. Business is business.
That could be one or two things.
Yeah.
He could be saying, I am retiring, but maybe I will be a mogul, like how Jay-Z has done it. Yeah. Or maybe he's saying, I'm still going to be lyrically here, just like Nas and Jay-Z. I got more music, while also being his own mogul. We'll see.
If I was J. Cole, and look, I know you, please don't think I'm being shady. Okay, I know you guys are going to say, nigga, you probably are. I would definitely go into a line of scented and unscented candles. I would. Why not? Why not? All right. There is a lot of pensiveness. And from what I do believe, I actually believe, especially after a lot of things, I don't think it's just specific to 2024. I think that has a lot to do with a lot of things. But I actually believe over the years, J. Cole probably has had to rewrite, scrap, and rough draft a lot of ideas for the fall off. Do you get what I'm saying? So there are some things I did catch. Now, Sid and I were talking about, he has been giving Jay-Z some strays. We're not saying it's as aggressive as some of the other situations with other folks, but when he said business is business, and just like you said, he said something to the nature, I understand, nigga, business is business. And he was rapping about getting his masters back and basically paying a lot to own his masters, and he understood business is business.
I mean, you got to pay for your masters, though. So I thought J. Cole was a little bit shaky there. I would be happy that I can afford it, because most people don't get their masters and work back. So I would say, in the grand scheme of things, that was still overall a good thing.
He gave him his reparations. Like Denzel said in Training, what did he say in American Gangster? Nobody owns me.
Well, also for the people who are claiming that Cole is shedding strays and shots towards Kendrick, I really don't care. The only thing I care about, if you're going to do that and you get punked out again by Kendrick, that's your fault. To me, I want good music. So if Cole comes out and he put out good music and he dissing Kendrick, and then Kendrick comes back out with good music and whoop his ass, it's a win-win situation for me, so I don't care.
It's a win-win for the Mexicans. Yeah. Let's go ahead. Let's go.
Win-win for me, as long as people putting out great music.
Well,
go ahead.
Hold on, black woman. My bad. I didn't want to step on your small feet now. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
All right. Do you mind if since you brought that up, right? All right. I don't mind. I know people are going to be hardcore on either side. You guys know, you guys been with us with our coverage. Some of you all said y'all felt it was the best during the battle, right? Live and in real time. I will say this though. I will wait, J. Cole. I will wait because this outro track.
Wait, Prince, before you get to where the smoke is, you got to start with Prince is okay.
Scorpio.
No, I want to say how slick Prince Solomon is.
All right.
He's about to skip the salad
to
go to the steak. He going to the end track where it sound like
take the pants off.
Cole is dissing, but he didn't even really dive into the salad first.
All right, fine. Let's get back into
the garden.
You know,
salad.
I didn't have a childhood, so I'm like, let's hurry this up. All right. So, all right, then fine. All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. And the black woman attack. Yes, bring him back in line. But no, I okay, love, I'll do that. All right, so look, I personally can't quantitatively say that I feel J. Cole is retiring. He doesn't have a retirement brand. In fact, he has the type of MC that he is and the type of rapper and artist that he is. Okay, it is one of the better brands to have in hip hop where you can age like a Lauryn Hill, given, that Lauryn Hill hadn't stepped away like she did. But, you see how Kendrick is able to kind of just age with maturity. Yeah. J. Cole, people are waiting to see where Drake goes because for a long time they wanted him to do his R&B thing, or they felt like, come on, Drake, kind of grow up a little bit. But I think with J. Cole, there are some moves that he has been making. I think a lot of his pups are up and running. Jid had a fantastic year. He did. Yo, who wouldn't want to have a nigga like Jid spinning off and launching off of their label and you saying, hey, man, I had my hand in that nigga's career? That's fantastic. Ari Lennox is...
No, she's not with him anymore.
No, well, she's outside with Jermaine Dupri, though.
Yeah, she with Jermaine.
But still, he put eyes on the girl.
He did.
He put eyes on the girl.
But also because you kind of read me off a little bit into this, I just want to say that because that's a good thing you said.
Yes,
I do personally believe that R&B singers are better with people who understand R&B.
Right.
I get it that some of these rappers do like a little bit of R&B and soul, like mixed in, like you see with Drake or what you see with Cole or what you see with Kendrick and so on and so forth. But if you sing R&B, it's better for you to have an R&B team behind you. Most of the time, having a R&B artist on a hip hop label don't work out. Okay. Yes, you have them rare wins like for SZA, but even SZA complained about SOS not being put out there quickly enough because there was a little bit of issues for just a moment between her and Punch.
Yeah, she did say that.
But they were able to, solve the issue. Yeah. And
then they say Punch sings.
And SOS did very well. So right. TDE, a little bit different because they did do very well with SZA with a little bit of, complaints from her, but overall good.
They got a little bit more R&B artists over there too.
But I would say usually hip hop labels drop the ball with R&B acts.
Yeah, because a lot of them can't read musical notes. But the other thing,
Jermaine Dupri can't read musical notes. But go ahead.
The other thing I was going to say, I do like the concept of, from this camera's perspective, we're experiencing the fall.
I know. I just want to say,
we're experiencing the fall. I like the cinematography. The cinematography is fire. We're going through the fall.
Thank you, Prince. Because you was as a Scorpio, you was about to be lazy and go straight to the fight. He want to go into the Jay-Z diss.
Yeah.
He want to go to the. We gotta stick on this cinematography because you are an amazing artist yourselves. Okay. So with editing and all that. Come on, we gotta. Yes. break down this whole. This is the fall off.
Yeah, this is the fall. If you pay attention, we are throughout the video. We're experiencing a fall here. See, look. So I do give it to him for the concept. And very strong concept. I actually think this to me would be his best filmed video.
Yeah, this is actually amazing. He's like taking you through the journey of the rise and fall as an artist.
Right.
You start off hopeful as a kid. Everybody like Jay-Z, Nas, and all them, they're your idols. You like worship these people. Then you get into the industry and you become disappointed in the idols you see behind, the Golden Gate, and you see like some people get charges and some people may not be as nice as you thought they were. And then you got to chase, and people sometimes giving you good advice and then giving you bad advice. But then you get to a point where you're at the height and you're on the mountain and now you're in a category where you're competing against your idols, and then of course you're dealing with the whole decline of the fall after the parties, after like what he's saying, women who don't value themselves, so they throwing it at him, and of course he's still going to take it. So I think this is a really good first start. He needs to stay in this theme because people who are strong thematically and they stick to the theme, this is how you get an amazing album. You look at with Kendrick, he stayed in the theme of GNX.
Oh yeah, Kendrick don't have a lazy video now.
Mr. Morale, even when people was making fun, he stayed in the theme of Damn, which people felt like was his most commercial sounding album. He stuck with the theme of Good Kid, Mad City. Views from the Six, even though people complained about it, Drake in that time he stayed with the theme.
Is that the one where he was running around with the
GTA coat?
Yeah, when he oh yeah, that one.
When he was in Canada.
Right,
so it's very important to have a strong theme. And I think this is it for him.
Yeah, because
the last time he had a very strong theme was Forest Hill Drive.
I did like the Middle Child video. I thought that was one of his better videos. I do remember from Forest Hill Drive. For Forest Hill Drive, I wasn't really big on a lot of the videos from Forest Hill Drive. I did like the Middle Child video in some of the things about selling the culture and quote unquote people that are appropriating the culture. So
you talk about the Middle Child when he kept that's you talk about the single Lucy where he was talking about niggas they counting me out. That's not on Forest Hill Drive.
I didn't say it was. Oh no, his locks were grown by then.
Oh my bad. I was like, I hope not.
Prince. Really? The E. coli to like, that's it. I'm unsubscribing, guys.
Bro, yeah.
Right? No. Okay. No, what I liked about Middle Child, I knew it was a standalone, but I did enjoy, I thought that was, until this one here, I actually thought Middle Child was his best filmed video because if you paid attention, if you revisit Middle Child, it actually had a lot of dark, Get Out, Jordan Peele-ish, creepy themes towards the end. And I think a lot of people missed it. And, so I remember watching it and I was like, all right, Cole, I think this is your best video.
Cole, if you're listening,
right?
Please listen to Prince Solomon. Yeah. This is the Middle Child was your best video before this one. Yeah. It was dope. We love, like you said, how they're packaging the culture, taking aesthetics from black women and selling it on the market and giving it to white women, all that other stuff. Mm-hmm. And then in this video, well, like we saying, he's going through. It's again, this is Inception. Yep. He's going to different. He's the theme of time travel, future. I'm going to the future. I'm going back to the past. I'm here in the present, and while also incorporating the theme of the fall off. So Cole definitely need to pick up his game when it comes to the visuals. Right. And this is it.
Also, all these niggas in black. He must be in Atlanta.
Well, I'm also gotta. I'm glad you mentioned this because this
nigga got a head like Young Jeezy right here on the wall.
These
spider nigga. Look at all these spider niggas.
These brown tones is giving 1998. It is giving 1997. Everything is everything. Lauryn Hill. But I like it. Go ahead.
Now, what is interesting? There seems to be a bit of a chronicled journey. So, like, for here, he's celebrating it as it appears. It may be the birth of his child, right? And these are things you'll be looking to get into. But I find it interesting where the fiance or his wife, I don't know, because I don't know anything about Cole's personal life.
Ryan Coogler, I think, blew the whistle. He is married.
Oh yeah. That was a good hustle. I mean, if you weren't outside being thotty. No, because it's a good hustle. Like, if you loyal to your woman, but the lady's like, yeah, oh shit, he married. Well, that makes him even more attractive. So I think I do find it interesting that, and I'll do a reference here. Like, so we're moving past the fiance and also the pregnancy of his lady, right? But he finds himself further down the spiraling fall in the party. Now you go back, remember he talked about Kevin's heart, where he stepped out of the faith of his union.
His relationship, yep.
So I do find it interesting as we kind of get into these Hades niggas.
No, I'm glad you brought that too. He's leaving. Okay, see, Prince, this is why we have to do this before we get to the drama.
Okay.
He's leaving the maiden of virtue. This is a woman who's been loyal to him that he met in college, right?
Right.
And then, like you said, now we getting into like the underworld, like niggas partying and shit. They all wear we going from that to the magnetism of the industry, what they draw, what they suck you into.
Yeah, industry party. You notice that this ain't no regular party with like niggas that be across the street from Circle K, because all their clothes are clean.
Right. But I will say, though, it tells you the type of energy that Cole has, because with Drake, it was creeping me out where he was going to, it was like the Eyes Wide Shut party.
Yeah.
The weirdo Pinocchios, they looked like they was about to gang our people.
Yeah. I'm leaving.
I was like,
I'm not even being there.
The Eyes Wide Shut shit. I'm like, yo, no.
Yeah.
But, this
I already
like,
know.
Like I don't know, maybe first level industry party, people smoking weed, like people throwing the offering the box, different things like that. Yeah,
might offer some coke. I think you get to the next levels when they say, which relative do you want to sacrifice? That type of stuff. All right. Also, we appreciate you too. WTFTW says both TCZ and Cole outside today. It's a good day for hip hop and dusty digital discourse in comment sections. I will say this, and look, Sid and I, we've had our corporate cultural critique of the big three, not necessarily about Kendrick, Drake, or even J. Cole specifically. They are the survivors of the industry. But we did talk about the idea of like, we literally went from like 30 plus dope MCs. Some of them died. RP, Nip, Dolph,
Check out our Patreon where we said how the corporations destroy 40 talented artists in the millennial class, and now we're just down to the
big
three.
Yeah.
And some of them were able to obtain mainstream success, even if it was just for a little while. Kid Cudi, of course, he had the drug issues. Big Sean, label issues. Big Crit, oh my God, we're gonna get into Big Crit album.
The I-20.
We're gonna be on the Patreon.
Love it, man.
Wale had label issues, although he dropped an amazing project recently.
He did a good job.
We're gonna have a listening party on our Patreon with that. Not a lot of Fredos, not enough Michaels, right?
Too many MCs, not enough mics.
And so many others that had to deal with the demonic energy of this industry. And look, some people start off at angels and become demons. This is why the industry is really known as fallen angels, because you have a lot of people who've come. Most people come into the industry pure. Or stupid, like just loving the art and loving the icons and legends that they saw, only to find out that they're in hell.
Yeah,
but they still got to make that Hades money in the underworld.
Yeah, I see the flames across the street. Hey man, I saw the flames around TI when I was at a gas station. I said, I'm all right. Hey sorry man, you don't want to go over there, man. That tip, nigga. Go on over there. You got it. Right. Tell him I said what's up. Man, I love trap music, but I'm not going over there, pimp.
Also, shout out to Chance the Rapper. He put out a good project.
Oh yeah, Chance, man, I love that album. That's definitely a good cleanup album. All right, Crit's album is fire. Yeah, love it, man, love it. All right, y'all know we rock with Crit. All right, let's see what else we got here. But yeah, as you can see, it's the fall, and if you kind of look at with the whole fall situation, he's never on solid ground.
No.
He's never on solid ground. He's just kind of all over the place. All right?
Because,
And only, like, for instance, maybe in times of nostalgia, he feels grounded. Because when it opens up with Jermaine was here, he's grounded. He's looking at the past. But, look, I could be guessing. I could be wrong. They could be wrong. They be like, you know, a director of this video could be like, these niggas was tripping. It ain't that deep.
Also, thank you, Cosmic, for the donation. Just ready for some good hip hop. Also, I think this new track is fire. Go ahead, Prince. Definitely, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate you so much. Like I from what I can see, you know, you guys, I could be wrong, but it seems like with the moments of nostalgia is the only time I've seen him in the video grounded.
No, you're right. No, that's actually a great point. You know, usually when they say when you go into the industry, you need to find a grounding point.
Right.
The ground, you got to remember the compassion. Yeah, you got to be more ruthless because we know what people who are loving happens in that industry, foul and a lot of evil things. But you got to keep something that connects you to the people, that keeps you grounded, because if you stray too far off in that industry and you don't have anything that keeps you with your feet on the ground, you're going to lose your way with drugs. You're going to lose your way with them sex parties and sex and all that.
Right.
You may catch a charges, you know, get caught up in some trafficking rings and things like that. So you got to keep yourself grounded or you're going to get lost somewhere.
Yeah. You know, I just think so far though, what I have been able to see, look, another point of nostalgia. Look, the childhood trophies here. So if you maybe I could be missing something, but it seems like to me the only times it appears Cole is grounded has to do with nostalgia, remembering the past, or to the point that Sin brought up earlier, his whole thing about coming back home, because that's really what reset his career with Forest Hill Drive. Even though I did like Born Sinners, you know, I did like that album, but you know, Forest Hill Drive seems to be psychologically. That was a reset, and that does go into his whole moniker of like, what do they call it? He's like a home fry. It's like a term they used to use in old 90 films, like it's a home fry nigga. Like you ever seen them old movies in the 90s where like Katie Holmes is wearing the mittens and it's hot outside? It's like that type of stuff. I like to come back to my little special Dairy Queen and that type of stuff.
I think because also in the song he talked about there's some of these grounded moments he didn't really appreciate it.
Right.
And one thing they try to teach you in spirituality is you have to have gratitude, because you could be there one moment and you're like chasing a certain lifestyle or to get money. And yeah, we do need money to live at least a safe, comfortable life. But while you on that journey, like, don't forget, if you're married, and don't forget when you had your first child, or the woman or man that has been loyal to you and loving to you. Don't forget, the times when you sit down and you eat with your grandparents, your grandma bake you and cook you a good home cooked meal. These are the things while you're striving for greatness that you can't just
pass up.
You gotta really indulge it. You gotta sit, let that moment sit, because you don't get those moments back. Some people who you spend your childhood with, and the elderly people in your life, like your grandmother and your grandfather, you turn 30, they pass away, or you turn, you know what I'm saying? So these things, the cookouts, the cousins, the moments, right, where people didn't even know your name, these are these moments that you really gotta appreciate, because they don't come back.
Even culture. I always tell people, appreciate this era. You had to appreciate it, man, because, things change. And, the snippet that he dropped earlier about the whole concept of the fall off and then the idea of being famous, it is a real conversation. B More talked about this, on, her channel and the Patreon, about the idea of fame, and, the equivalency of the fame that we're experiencing today would be to that of the 1920s and 30s of fame. And, social media, and even when people are clamoring about, like, I don't get my views up, or, I want to be the best, or, I need to be this type of fame. And it's not necessarily normal. Historically, we've always had notable people And we've always had quote unquote noblehood or the noble men and women. Then we always had the aristocratic society. And then, of course, we did have the vampires that were underground around the Round Table in the first Blade film with Wesley Snipes in 1999. Also,
shout out to Night Night. He said it sounds like J. Cole is rapping on the infamous mob Deep Hell on Earth Drop.
See, you didn't already. See, now you tell me don't go to it.
No, I'm not. I'm just
all right.
That's foreshadowing. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. And then also
Night Night.
Leonard, what's up? What's up? Thank you for the donation. The Dark Knight to the Dark Knight Rises motif of cold possibility.
See, I like that. The literacy rate in the chat is very high. There's some chats I've been in. That's it's illiterate in here. Stupid niggas in here. I gotta leave.
Well, we don't dumb it down for our audience, so we attract people who aren't dumbed down.
Probably
we have a few crazies.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I love you, ZZ.
Yeah,
and Black Attack, who said Ye is the greatest black of all time. We have a few crazies, but the majority of y'all, are normal.
Yeah. I know we're getting deep into the blackness when I start seeing Jordan face memes as the profiles in the chat. We're there. All right. So, and then this part here, I do remember specifically of him talking about, the idea of being dead and gone and what's left behind. And again, nostalgia pops up here, tape cassettes. And by the way, hard media is making a bit of a resurgence. In fact, they stated on record, Gen Zers are buying the most hard media, whether it's cassettes, vinyls, DVDs, Blu-rays. Get them while you can, you all. I always tell y'all that, definitely own your DVDs. All right. So, these are some of the things, the elements that have, Cole has used, like Perseus in Clash of the Titans, to, curate his career. Then there's this emptiness. Let me see what else we got here, if there's anything else. Yeah, so it's empty. You know what this looks like here? You guys know what it is? Like the end of every black sitcom, Martin, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, when they're about to move out, the house is clean.
Right. That's also Prince 7-Eleven says, so basically J. Cole is now hip hop's Benjamin Button.
Okay, so now man, it's crazy. Very interesting times. Okay. So, disc 2, J. Cole did do this intentionally. He wanted everybody to know that there is multiple discs to this particular album. I said, look, I can't see you just making a 10-set disc, nigga. I think you actually would probably have to do a double disc or possibly a triple disc, Well,
also, Night Night believes that, because, we always give Night Night his credit, that he's been saying since 2023 that he still thinks that Cole is trying to gear up to go after Kendrick. And then also, Mel says, J. Cole is not happy about the outcome of the battle. I can assure you, people have advised him how to approach Kendrick. He sounded like he was talking to Kendrick on that song to me. Well, Prince is going to get into the second track where some people are saying he is dissing Kendrick possibly. This first song when he talk about Usurp the King, all that sound like Jay-Z and all that. I know him and Nas had an off again, on again relationship. Nas didn't like the fact that Cole did stand up for Khalees and said he hopes that Nas isn't engaging in that type of behavior.
Like, Cole, you're not going to be able to do anything with that. No, I'm for real. Like, he may have a chance with some subs at Jay-Z, but the Nas thing is like, come on,
right?
Cut your hair.
And guys, also remember in 2024 we broke the story where we said. We think, or early, 2024, end of 2024, early 2025, we broke the story where we said we felt 50 Cent was behind Drake, Cole, and Joey Badass. And we talked about why. We said one of the reasons we felt 50 was behind Cole was Cole said 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying was better than Thriller. And that's when
where the fall off happened to me. I was like, you tripping, nigga. I love Get Rich or Die Trying. It's one of my favorite albums of all time.
That's
you tripping.
That's a fall off opinion.
Yeah, nigga, you tripping.
We felt 50 was there since forever with Drake because of course, the G Unit changed in Family Matters.
G Unit soldier, cause
and then we said there's a possibility. If you go check out our catalog, we were the first to talk about how we thought 50 Cent was possibly behind Joey Badass, and Joey Badass did almost get to Kendrick. Let's be honest, the West Coast did their thing, but they stepped on Ray Ron's face.
Hey, man.
And because 100 was going against just him, it was making Joey Badass look like a deity. And he almost got there, but the battle got shut down. Bro. They gave Joey Badass the victory, and Ray Ron was told to stand down, so he got a loss.
Hey, man. That GoldenEye track, Ray Vaughn he dropped out there. I said, okay, so nigga. I thought that nigga was coming outside. All right, so I did my artistic breakdown. We went to the Fine Arts Museum. Okay.
Come on, we had to go.
All right.
We had to go to Parsons University, the new School of Art. Shout out to y'all.
SCAD, School of Sound and Art and Design, right?
We had to park
Cal Arts.
Right.
Okay. We had to get MIT. All right. We went into Lupe's class at MIT.
Cooper University.
Okay. All right.
We had to park, and now
and also you Georgia Tech niggas. Hey man, what about us, bro?
Also
Georgia Tech, Morris Brown, Morehouse, Spelman, Clark, Atlanta,
Baltimore. What Maryland got what was it? Micah. Right. Yeah, they have a major art school out there in Maryland too.
All you bubble-headed niggas with your books. All right? We already did everything. Now, let's go ahead and look into something real quick because there's a couple things here that we did have a chance to see. Also, I do want to say I do give the video a 10. I like the video. And the song is decent, The
video I give a 10. The song, I don't want to go on first listen because on first listen you either shoot too high or too low.
Okay.
I'll give first listen an 8, but this may not be my final. See, when Prince and I, what we did with the Clips, when it came to their album, we said we felt it was a 10.
Yeah, that was a 10.
And then when we listened to it, we said it was a 10. We gave our review, but we said we'll let you know we still feel that way.
Shouts out to Dre on Twitter, too. He rolled with the Clips, but he always was adding us during the whole process. But shouts out to him.
And we still felt it's a 10 album.
Yeah, it's a 10. It's a classic.
This is an 8 to me first listen, and the visuals a 10 to me. I think the visuals going to stay a 10 to me.
Okay,
I'm going to go listen to the song.
That'd be crazy if we look at it again and be like, nah, it's a 3.
No, I don't think it's not.
Well, okay, let's go ahead here and look at a couple of things. And shouts out to Ryan Dubaggio. Is that right? I don't know. That may be correct. I don't know. All right, let's see here. Production crew. Ryan again, Obvious, Maximilian, Revolt, and Adam Quada. That's what it looks like. It's executive producers with Canada. Creative producer, Callum Harrison, label Dreamville. Now, to the point where Sin said, hold on, nigga, slow it down. You got to slow it down now. She was right. Because the visual, it is what it is. You guys know it is. He did a great job.
Right. And also more music videos should have production credits at the end. I
missed some days. I missed a lot of days. Now you got to go online. You got to ask Alpha GPT chat who did this.
You got a lot of independent artists out here.
Yeah.
Like Prince and I, who like seeing, again, directors, cinematographers, all that. All right.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the behind the scenes shit. We grew up on Actor Studio. How dare y'all put up great videos with no credits?
And also, shout out to what Noah said. You do have a lot of dope video directors out there in Canada, including we saw some even with Luther, with Kendrick and SZA.
Oh yeah,
they partnered up with the same.
So the sister that was in the video with
Canadian director that did some of Drake's videos too.
The woman that played the love interest, I forget her name, but she's a very talented singer that was in Luther. Now y'all know me. Let's get into the pork chop, the greasiness. All right. Now the fall off here. seems to be sampling Mobb Deep, Drop a Gem on Them. Now, you guys know Drop a Gem on Them is a Tupac diss.
Yes.
All
yeah.
right?
Now this is where, look, guys, you got to remember hip hop is musical chairs.
So
I'm not from the category of somebody's not dissing somebody. Stop it.
yeah.
Remember, people got on us and was throwing tomatoes at us because we said 50 Cent was behind Drake and Joey Badass and
Yeah,
stuff.
everybody acting brand new now. They're like, oh no, we did do that. Nah, when we
cannot-
first introduced it,
You cannot live in Disneyland about who is dissing who. Anything is fucking possible.
anything. Listen.
And until it's
Listen, niggas.
until somebody clear it up, it's possible. So he could be dissing Kendrick here. We'll see. Go ahead.
Listen, I don't know. He could just be in shady. All right, but it is ironic. The outro song is appearing to sample Mobb Deep, Drop a Gem on Them, produced by one of the greatest producers and beatsmiths of all time, motherfucking Havoc. I'm gonna give that nigga a round of applause. He don't get enough credit. I'm just saying. Listen, again, y'all know us. We're not here to start anything. We are just bringing some theories to the table like we did Peekaboo and Silent Hill. We understand a lot of people did try to snatch the plate off our table. Okay? All right.
No, guys, we're not arrogant people. We'll tell you if we're not sure. Night 100% believes that Cole is coming after Kendrick, and he also believes that Jid is coming after Kendrick.
That's what he's telling us.
Prince and I are not sure. We only tell y'all when we're sure. We was 100% sure that 50 Cent was behind
Yeah,
people.
he was standing right there.
Right. But
All right.
like we'll tell y'all when
This
we
track.
100% is sure, and then we'll tell y'all we don't know. But Night believes that Cole is going to come after Kendrick, and he also believes in this track that he's dissing Kendrick as well, along with some other people.
You know, because I said, all right, Cole, I'll listen to the Fall Off to see what's going on here. And then I heard one of my favorite instrumentals in hip hop from Drop a Gem on Him. And you guys got to keep in mind, I believe correctly, correctify me if I'm wrong, and if we have any Gen Xers that are closer to 50 years old, you guys let us know in the chat. Are my Gen Xers in the chat? Where the Gen Xers at? Talk to us millennials. Because if I recall, Mobb Deep were the first New York niggas to quote unquote bring it to Tupac's neck.
And remember, New York City has adopted Cole and Drake. Those are
The city.
the stepsons.
All right. Okay. Jason says, Thought Crimes. Listen to the last snippet of the trailer. There is a Kendrick sub there. Listen, I caught some things, but I said, look, I don't want to, we're not trying to gas anything, but come on, Cole. Why did you sample that song?
Also, get them
Why?
super chats up.
All right. Why did you sample that song? You could have sampled any other Mobb Deep record.
Now, some people will say,
just saying.
hey, people love Mobb Deep and they love Pac and stuff, but
Come on,
in
man.
2024,
Bro, who was
Kendrick
repping?
was doing he was doing Pac stuff for a long
For
time.
a long time. Pac
But-
is on one of his albums.
But Tupac was a major topic within the battle between Drake and Kendrick.
He said, we not going to let anybody disrespect our legends like that, are we? At the pop out.
And remember, people mocked Drake even later on for having fake death row chains and stuff. So,
I'm really not trying to mess J. Cole's rollout up.
no, I mean, I still think it's
I think
dope.
it's a fire video.
It's like you said, we don't know none of these people.
Don't.
And we not,
Drop a
industry
gem on
people.
them.
We're here to talk real shit about the possibilities. No different with the 50 stuff and all the stuff. Y'all been here with us for years, 9 years. Y'all heard us say Cassie was digging up information and evidence on Diddy.
Yes.
And we was right. And then 8 years later, you see her come at him and he goes to prison. So,
Drop a
but
gem on them.
to get back to this, it is an interesting decision he made.
I'm just saying, Mobb Deep, to me, one of the few artists in hip hop that have a perfect discography. And people really sleep on the G Unit era of Mobb Deep.
Now, I am open to other angles as well. If y'all feel there's a other reason, maybe he could be saying, looking back at it, because this is something that you also have to look at as a possible angle too.
Okay.
Remember, Prodigy, before he died, said he wished he never got into any beef with Tupac. These labels cause these black men in hip hop to fight each other and gaslight them and have their emotional anger stuff to go at them, only for them decades later to realize that that guy wasn't their enemy. And Prodigy, before he died, said that Tupac wasn't his enemy, and he wished that they didn't even get into it because the record labels, the conglomerates, they ate off of the violence. They ate off, and some of them was also starting trouble. Remember, it wasn't even West Coast versus East Coast. The magazines and the newspapers made it that way. It was giving false information, so then more people from the West and the East started to jump in. So even in alternative media, sometimes we get tapped by industry people. Y'all have to be very careful with the power of the microphone and with the power of media. These celebrities don't know as much as y'all think they know. This is why sometimes they do believe, based off of the tabloids and stuff, that somebody may be coming after them or whatever the case may be. And sometimes somebody is coming after them. Yeah. But sometimes it's warfare on some CIA, FBI stuff that want a Ragnarok. They want a Trojan horse. They want these guys to, lose their way, get into fights, beef. Some of them end up 6 feet under, and then the corporations take all the money.
Some niggas just don't like each other. That happens a lot too.
Also, we got a couple of super chats, Prince, before you go into your commentary. We have Leonardo. He said it's about to be another culling
game.
Yeah, and I'm here for it.
Okay, shouts out to you.
You also have Ariel Smoke. He says, said drop a Gemini.
Yeah, drop a gem on them. We appreciate y'all. Okay, let me give you an example. All right, I'm gonna skip over just a word because we're on YouTube. We're not on Patreon. You yell my name. That's only giving me props. Again, this is on drop a gem on them. This is Havoc's verse. Plus the fans that got you wondering what's got you hot. Okay, he says, plus the fans that got you wondering what's got you hot. It's two not. Knocked out the box and got rocked. Got on the island you officially got. Kicking that thug shit. Vibe magazine on some love shit. Keep it real, kid, because you don't know who you're fucking with. Now, that was Havoc talking directly to Tupac. And remember, they had spread all the rumors about him being violated on Rikers Island. So Havoc said, let me lean into that.
Wendy Williams did too. For those who don't know, Wendy Williams and a lot of broadcasters from New Jersey and from New York
was making fun of Tupac.
They were saying that Tupac got sexually violated
on the island.
Yeah.
All right. So this here was drop a gem on it. The only thing I'm saying, again, not trying to mess up the boys' rollout, but
because we're not sure. I'm telling you.
I'm just telling you. I think. Look, it's. Listen, if you would have did the sampling of drop a gem on it, which is getting at Tupac's neck at the time, minus 2024 happening, I wouldn't even give it a second thought about this. Night would have to literally run back into the chat again. Thought crimes. J. Cole is dissing someone.
No,
right?
A lot of people don't give Night his credit. Night also, used to talk to also West the Dirt. They had conversations behind the scenes, and Night, formed West the Dirt that Cole and Drake were both coming after Kendrick. Yeah. And then you have Night was the one who came on our show, talked about Kendrick is going to drop the Heart Part 6 as an album or a song. Drake didn't hear that from nobody else but our show, which is why he rushed out there with the Heart Part 6 disc. So Night is in hip hop history, whether people want to give him his credit or not.
Also, shouts out to the Most Secret Science. We appreciate you so much. We appreciate you, Shouted. Thank you so much. It says here, if J. Cole attacks anyone now, he would look far too hypocritical. With all of the apologizing and poor Antonio nonsense, I don't see Kendrick acknowledging any more battle stuff. Peace to the think tank. DJ. What?
Oh, go ahead, Prince. You go first.
Um.
I mean, it is possible he could still be talking about how, to be against all of this beef and stuff because
We'll see.
people do get played by as puppets by these record labels. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll definitely see.
Yeah.
Head said Kendrick doesn't do anything twice, but he never really dissed J. Cole, so that would be a first. So I don't know. Look. People will be interested in what J. Cole would have to say concerning his most recent years, not only his long story career, because again, I keep telling you guys, I know people keep talking about the big three. Nigga, usually rappers only had 3 to 5 years. All of these men that people are speaking about have had 12 to 15 years in the game, performing at the heights that they've been able to perform, folks. So that's not necessarily the norm, but what I will say, all I'm saying is the Cap Out song seems very interesting to me. That's it, And at first I was about to click off the video, read the credits. Was probably going to look up some directors or whatever the case is, people that maybe have did the treatment to the video. But then I heard the sample, and the bars sound kind of aggressive. Now, again, I'm not saying he about to tear the game up. I'm just saying. The bars, they don't sound friendly. So we'll see where it goes, to Sin's point. Money is always to be made. I do think it was interesting, though, Sin. What do you think about not too long ago, Maul had this very jokerish grin on his face? What do you think about that? And, you and I, we talked about a couple things.
Yeah, y'all got to really check out our Patreon. I'm going to put the link to our Patreon in. And I'm not just selling it because, of course, we make money off of it.
Got to sell it like the fall off.
But we...
So, we are selling it. He's selling the fall off. We're selling the Patreon.
We are independent artists, and we do a lot of stuff from scratch. So here's the plug-in to our Patreon, and I'm going to pin it to the top of this particular... Well, actually, you can pin it to the top for me, Prince, of this conversation. But yeah, Prince and I did talk about this on our...
Was it last night?
Our stream yesterday or 2 days ago, where we talked about this possibility about Maul. He did possibly pump fake some of Drake's enemies because we saw IDK with a Fabulous track come out with Pusha T, and some may think that it could have had something to do with Maul pump faking, saying that the Fall Off and Iceman was going to drop, and
because even Elliot Wilson tweeted it.
Right, so that was really interesting, and of course tonight, if you show them the thumbnail, Prince, because it's on the software, so you can just go to it real quick. Prince and I will be talking about Escape from UMG.
Yeah.
Will Drake survive? Prince is putting up the thumbnail right now for y'all.
There, y'all. Drake got a lot of running to do, folks. He got a lot. Listen.
That will be at 7:00 p.m. tonight, exclusively on our Patreon. It's in the description box of this video.
Sin and I, listen, I want y'all to be clear. We understand that the crusades continue in hip hop because this is the crusades right now. All right. You have the disciples of Kendrick. You have the disciples of Drake. And you do have the disciples of J. Cole. And they all are in the middle of the crusades right now. And so with that being the case, all Sin and I do is we do forecasting. We say, hey, guys, we think you should look at this. That's all we present. I know some other people thought, y'all just trying to be ahead of everything. And this just is how we think. All right. And we do enjoy this stuff. But no, Drake do have a lot of snipers. I mean, they're treating him like JFK. There are backup snipers in the wing. I don't think people understand that.
They do have assassins because
they got snipers
Lucian Grange and Elliot Grange are not happy with Drake.
They are not playing with Drake.
And there are a lot of people who don't want Iceman to succeed. But
you got to give it to Maul for he played that Patsy role very well that night. He said, I think something may drop. Nothing happened, but Pusha T came out the waters.
He gave his best Denzel Washington acting. He really was still in that bullshit.
I think my boy really dropped tonight.
And it's gonna drop Thursday at 9:00 p.m.
Here come Pusha T, layer by layer. Drake had a lot of snipers. He has a lot of setup situations. And there are specific reasons why there could be some pump faking going on here.
And we'll talk about that at 7 o'clock exclusively on our Patreon. Now, getting back to what you're saying and everybody in the chat, what are y'all theories in the chat about the second diss? We know that Night Night believes that Cole is indeed dissing Kendrick. What are some of the other thoughts in the chat about the second track? What y'all guys got? What y'all thinking about? Well, Tay and the rest of y'all, what's some of y'all opinions on this?
Yeah, I'm just saying that outro track is very interesting. And remember, when they're curating these campaigns, all these things are done intentionally. Sampling and, and realistically, for the brand that Cole is and who he is and how he curates himself as an MC, if he's taking his overt shots at Jay-Z, I can't see him settling for anything else at this point in time with all of the confusion. And again, look,
Jay-Z has pissed off a lot of people. Nicki, 50,
yeah,
Cole,
Erica Kirk. Ooh, didn't he get people mad?
Yo, Nicki, we said we told. Now this is something we said 100% was going to happen. People got their hearts broken, but before it happened, we told y'all that Nicki was going to be sitting down with Erica Kirk. She will do anything to get rid of Jay-Z.
Sads on Sads crime. And Sads on Sads crime.
And that citizenship.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Prince.
No, we did talk about it. You know what I love about the listeners? I actually enjoyed them the most versus like what other people, they like, oh, that ain't going to happen. And then boom, Nicki's on stage with Erica Kirk. And we said like, yo, pay attention. She's going to do it. Another dead beige lyrically. Ariel is not messing with nothing from J. Cole.
He did say that J. Cole did have a nice video, though. He did admit to that.
Wow, that's actually pretty big, you all, coming from Ariel. J. Cole could rap about Young Thug. Shouts out to Doms. All right, shouts out to
Doms, all the way from Trinidad. We love you.
Thought Crimes, please read Jason's comment. Okay, Night, I'm going to go back to Jason's comment. Jason. Jason, we got a couple people in the chat, man. Can you just type your comment? You guys let us know. But no, look, okay, we got 7,000 votes on Spectre. YouTube 50% or more excited for the ASAP album. Oh, 50%, 56% are more excited for the ASAP album than Cole album. Tell Joey Badass, ASAP the king of New York.
Actually, I was feeling the same way until he dropped this. Now this is making me equally excited for the fall off if he keeps in this direction. Also, JMW, who I am saying his comment as well because he does be on the Patreon as well. So shout out to all the people who support us on Patreon too. People on X are debating if he dissed Hove with that so-called King of Bar. It did seem like he was dissing Jay-Z because he said, "I'm trying to usurp the guy who signed me." And remember, he was out in the rain trying to get put on by Jay-Z. Jay-Z, he gets into a lot of trouble with people he's helped in some type of way. And I'm not saying he's an angel. We know that people say he could be cutthroat too. Yeah. And he has his own allegations of other things. But it's an interesting situation with him. Also, we got more super chats.
What allegations? All right. Yes. Okay. Let me go ahead real quick here. Shouts out to Big Scoob on deck. Scoob. I think he got the TC hoodie on, or he got I think he got one of our shirts on in his avatar.
No, we appreciate that.
Shouts out to Scoob on deck.
We got more merch coming out, and we're gonna have them stickers for you, Scoob.
Yeah. The link for the Patreon tonight not working. Sin, if you could, let me see. Make sure you can restate that for them. Because we're definitely gonna be having some fun all the way through and through, and yes, Escape from UMG, ladies and gentlemen. No, Drake is Arnold Schwarzenegger in The Running Man right now. That nigga has to run. He's running, y'all. There's a lot of shit going on.
The question is Drake Snake from Escape from New York, where he survives, or is he Caesar, where his friends that were people he thought were his friends, like LeBron and all of them, he already got stabbed up. Yeah. Will he unfortunately meet the end of Julius Caesar, or will he escape like Snake from Escape from New York?
Can you imagine LeBron's big ass going up to give Drake the final stab? He kisses him. Mwah. Ooh, man, no, Drake is running, man. Drake, he getting up out of there. You see, y'all gotta look. He ain't playing no games. Drake said, all right, I gotta get the hell out of here. All right, so yes, but no, I do think the ending song is very interesting. The video is fire. It is nice, but that song, Drop a Gem on Them, sample by Mobb Deep, like I stated before, and they were really celebrated for really going at Tupac directly, because a lot of guys at the time, they didn't want to mess with the whole Death Row record thing. They were scared of the West Coast. They didn't know what the hell was going on with the primary colors, but Have and P hopped right out there. They said, we don't care.
Also, Ariel highlighted Jason's comment. Also, shout out to Two-Face Tom. We didn't get to it today because this was a really quick live show, but Two-Face Tom makes great hip-hop music.
Shouts out to Two-Face
We're going to
Tom.
be showcasing that in the future. Ariel says, Jason said, ain't nobody in the mirror looking for the fall off.
That is what Kendrick said on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Cole and Kendrick's relationship is a bit strange to me. It's a little strange. Drake and Kendrick's dynamics is more direct.
It makes more sense.
It makes more sense.
It makes a lot of sense why Drake and Kendrick don't like each other.
But, I had always assumed that the record label bureaucracy got in the way of the collab album project between Kendrick and J. Cole. But
Cole and Kendrick's situation sounds a lot like Lupe and Kendrick. Like, a lot of people couldn't understand that either, but it happens.
It is a little weird, ain't it? It's a little weird. Let me see what else y'all got here. Haven't been in TC YouTube live in a hot minute. Yeah, she says, okay, he says I'm overstimulated. Hey man, listen, we haven't really been live on YouTube in a minute too, by the way. I think we've done a few blackout streams here and there, but we've mostly been on our Patreon.
People were saying we became lazy on YouTube. I said, we on the Patreon. Come on now, people paying. They paying good. We gotta service the Patreon people first. In fact, we only got about 30 more minutes with y'all on YouTube before we get back to our Patreon show.
And your family's on. All right. Let me see what else y'all got, because I am going to be interested in seeing what's going on here. But that Drop a Gem on a sample, I did catch that, and the bars didn't seem friendly. But look, if Cole feels like he got something, he got that, like Beanie C used to say, I got that knot in your chest, then so be it, so be it. All right. It would literally just be more content for the hip hop community. The Most Secret, Science says Mobb Deep dissed Tupac and didn't pass the Rocky Mountains until 2000s. I get what you're saying. Well, I think Mobb Deep and actually, you know what, we did upload a video about Prodigy, the late great Prodigy, and Prodigy did say he wasn't a fan of Tupac with Brenda's Got a Baby, keep your head up, we got to liberate the community. Prodigy's ass said he wasn't a fan of that, but he was a big fan, he said, of the Machiavelli mixtape turned studio album, because the Machiavelli mixtape, it was supposed to be a mixtape, but, they was like, hey, Pac died September 13th, let's drop an album, right? And then that began the series of his posthumous album releases. So
also be there tomorrow, guys, because at 6:00 p.m. tomorrow, we have a live show saying Kendrick Lamar, is he Al Simmons or is he Spawn? Now, this has been inspired by Jason, also known as Two-Face Tom, who's on our Patreon. And so, is Kendrick the assassin who gets betrayed by the syndicate and put 6 feet under? Or is he Spawn, the Spawn that has already ascended, and to lead a horde of demons as their leader? Let us know. We'll find out 7:00 p.m. tomorrow on Patreon. But tonight, 6:00 tomorrow. But tonight at 7:00, we're going to be going live with the Drake thing that we talked about.
Also, yeah, he is releasing it on 2626, so that would be February 6th. 2026, that is this year. There's a lot of Piscean numerology right there too. So it look like Cole is trying to, get his 616 in LA shit on too. So he's like, hey, I'm going to do my stuff too. So we'll see where it goes, but it wouldn't just be specifically because of Kendrick. A lot of artists are, either heavy into numerology or they're pseudo numerologists, or they're heavy in the esoterics, or they casually like to be in the esoteric.
There's no artist
Right.
that exists that isn't spiritual.
Yeah.
Religious or occultic,
Yeah,
that I can think of that's any good.
Because a nigga will tell you, man, I don't believe in that, and they'll put future on Pluto, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, Capricorn. So, but yeah, but overall, I do think for J. Cole, it looks like he had a pretty, so far, decent introduction. I do feel this is like Sin stated. This is an introductory track. It does look like it's a callback to Forest Hill Drive. It also looks like he definitely, even right here, he clearly was reworking a lot of ideas. He's talking about the idea of writing, not ghostwriting, but things that, some of his writtens that may have not made it, rough drafting, things of that nature. It will be interesting to see where he goes with it. I definitely think he's going to be making a big splash. I think, like we stated, A$AP Rocky. So far, I'm liking everything I'm hearing from A$AP Rocky's album. I really enjoy the helicopter joint, and we'll see where it goes with J. Cole. Sin, do you think J. Cole is about to get into some mess? What do you feel spiritually?
2026 spiritually, based off of what the books say. Yeah.
It's about to be some ruthlessness.
There's a lot of people that are going to be outside. Now, does that mean Cole going to be outside too? I don't know, but
that's a hell of a track to end the video on. That's all I gotta say.
A lot of people, based off the trends, are going to be outside for 2026.
Hey man, y'all, we tried to give folks a head up, 2025, 20s, what was it, 2024? Oh yeah, before everything broke. Yeah, we talked about it with old boy Drake. Hey man, it's about to get rough, player. Bam! All right, so we'll see where it goes. Now, here's the other side of it. This is what I will be realistic about. I understand there have been the great grand fan hip-hop crusade wars that have been continuing on, but J. Cole is a person that is a missing chapter of this particular saga, because after Kendrick, also, I said this on Patreon, and I'll say it here, GNX had the best rollout that we've ever seen in the past 2 years. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna see. We recorded on GNX documentary. We recorded on Iceman.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to drop it yesterday, but in a couple of days, we're gonna drop those 2 videos on YouTube, and I think at 11 o'clock we'll have the
other stuff.
A$AP Rocky stuff premiered tonight at 11 o'clock.
That.
After.
We're
y'all
going back to back.
Y'all come to the Patreon at 7 o'clock.
Like the comments. All right. Yeah, so we talked about that a little bit. And, Kendrick, set everything off with the battle with Like That with Future and Metro Metal Finger Boomin'. And then he came back on 11/22/24 with the GNX album. All right, headshot for the year. All right, you better walk around like Daft Punk. And he dropped it on the death anniversary of John F. Kennedy, who did take a fatal headshot in Dallas, Texas. And then the announcement of the Super Bowl. And then he did like the pop out and all that stuff in between. And then it launched off into his tour. Drake came outside. He dropped like 18 plus tracks. People weren't feeling a lot of them. Some people was feeling some of the tracks. And then he did some sexy songs for you. So he said that Joe Budden sucks dick. All right, we did. That's what I took away from the album, that he said Joe Budden sucks dick. The Iceman is supposed to be him rapping, so we probably going to hear his perspective. But the person that I definitely want to hear from about his perspective of everything is J. Cole.
Yeah, and also back to the hip hop artistic part of it.
Yes.
James, dope analysis on that too.
What he say?
Him rapping his life backward. Like, what would life be like if he had done it differently? It's crazy. Ahead. Yeah, that's where the Inception energy comes in. And also, it makes me think of like what Prince usually always talk about, one of his favorite songs from Nas, Was it Rewind?
Yeah, Rewind. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Rewind is a classic track. Nas is a masterclass lyricist. You know, if you need to learn how to rap, go study Nas. All right, but yeah, no, that's a great point about the idea of rapping your life backwards. I enjoy artists that are introspective. You know, despite whatever said controversy or how people may feel, I do feel J. Cole is. It sounds like this may be a little bit more of a denser album. What would have been J. Cole's most dense album? I think it would probably be Forest Hill Drive and maybe KOD. I wasn't really feeling the album with, what was the one with Cameron was talking all on it? Yeah. No, I felt like that was just for the active hoopers, but that, you know, I was like, oh, that's cool, you know. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. Isn't Cameron suing J. Cole?
Yeah, I don't know if that's still active.
Is that still active?
I don't know.
Don't let Cam distract y'all from that. He's suing J. Cole right now. Cam trying to talk like he ain't suing nobody. Artist Life says KOD is his favorite Cole album. Oh, you know what? You right. No, P. It's For Your Eyes Only. And again, I remember because Sin and I reviewed For Your Eyes Only. This tells you me and Sin are completely out of orbit of the hardcore Cole fans, because we was like, man, this is a really good album. They said, what y'all talking about? This album is ass.
Well,
you know. You said, what?
they did think it was doo-doo. We didn't think the album was bad. It's like folded coals.
I said, oh, it's because you niggas can't play basketball to it.
It wasn't just that. Although Cole is a basketball head, PlayStation 2 nigga. Yeah. Sometimes he does play that type of music. Yeah. But you know, some of them weren't feeling that folding clothes shit.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, I think this might be one of J. Cole's best albums. Man, they was cooking the shit out of me. I said, well, my bad. Look, okay, I guess I'm not an E. Cole. I don't know what's going on, man.
Leonardo said Born Sinner is his favorite.
You know what? I would actually have to agree with you. I would say Born Sinner for me is probably my favorite J. Cole album, and I would say second would be For Your Eyes Only. You know, I think it's a blessing that a nigga can just fold clothes. That's it.
Well, of course.
You ain't got to get shot at. Nobody trying to put you in the trunk. I think we've come a long way, niggas.
No, that's true. I like listening to some of the gangster hood killer nigga stuff, but
yeah.
Not on my top of the list to manifest. I do not want to manifest dying at 20, 25. Yeah. Like, nigga, no. I want to fold clothes, play video games, go outside for a fucking jog.
Check my credit score.
Yeah, then go visit my mama and my daddy. You know, hang out with my cousins. Live a long, fruitful fucking life.
You might want to go into meat fast, you know. It's like,
so, vegan it is.
Yeah, so, you know, what did Nas say on the motion? He said, I don't manifest death, I manifest what's best, or something like that.
Yeah, the person to me who touches on that energy but does it in a very sophisticated manner is Kendrick.
Oh, yeah. Kendrick,
yeah.
Only one
who makes me like, who's born in that lifestyle.
Right. Not according to Lord Jamar. Lord Jamar said, that's Talib Kweli.
Because Lord Jamar forgets Frank Sinatra was a gangster, and
Lord Jamar was talking like he had a dent in his head. He was being dusty. That nigga was being shady. He was being a shady
Lord
old
Jamar
New Yorker.
Was slow as fuck.
Paisley beard. He was being dusty.
Frank Sinatra was a gangster, and yet people was playing his Christmas carols and stuff. So Lord Jamar was slow.
Bury you under the tree.
Yeah, I don't know what Lord Jamar thought. Not every person who's in that life got stupid tattoos on it, or all on their face and shit.
I mean,
like ugly tattoos just everywhere on their face. A lot of, and now I'm not saying everybody got a tattoo on their face is ugly. There's some people who pull it off, but I'm just saying not everybody who's gangster be wearing it shit all on their face and stuff.
I actually believe Kendrick Lamar is meaner than the game.
I believe when Malone said that.
Yeah, I actually believe that
Kendrick is mean. I believe him because I said all you 80s babies are mean though.
Yeah.
Drake is mean. I think J. Cole got a mean streak to him too.
Actually, a lot of the people that were
you as well.
Yeah. No, see, you right.
90s babies, we're more happy, you know.
There was some shit Kendrick was doing to Drake. I was like, I can see me doing that.
The worst of 90s babies, some of us can be a little bit
flat earthers,
slow, like Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
You know, when he was doing that, he's doing great music now. He's doing great music now, but when he was doing that booger flicking stuff at the beginning of his career, like sometimes we could fall into that trap.
They were fucking my cock.
Go ahead.
Is Hopsin a 90s baby?
Who?
Hopsin.
Oh man,
it's Hopsin a 90s baby.
Logic is though we do. I think we do have some bad 90s babies. We do. It's like some of us ate too many Sour Patches. But Ariel got a donation.
He says Lord Jamar equals Denthead Darvin Ham. Same person.
It's like Prince and I. Well, Prince was born in the West, not me. But like when I saw the Pimp a Butterfly cover, I'm like, bro, those are hood street.
It's just black and white
gangbangers on the cover of To Pimp a Butterfly, and then Good Kid, Mad City. Yeah. If what he said, if the
Rules and
Crips all got along, they probably gun me down by the end of the song. Right. So come on now.
Yeah, man. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I was like, yo, Lord Jamar's being dusty. There's no way I'm hearing this nigga and thinking Talib Kweli.
50 Cent tried to be cute like that too. No, look,
like nigga, we hearing the same records.
Kendrick, of course, do have a Lauryn Hill aspect to him, and I think he does try to have some good to him, but he's in the industry like everybody else, and there is a naivety with Lord Jamar talking about Talib Kweli. Stop it.
You know what? Let me tell you something real quick. Let me tell you what Kendrick remind me of. Okay, Kendrick Lamar, when I used to hear him rap, he reminded me of one of the kids in the wrong neighborhood that Michelle Pfeiffer made a good impersonation in his life. She made a change in his life. All right, that he's doing poetry now. You put the gun down, Kendrick. You are talented. So, with that being the case, though, I do believe that. Look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Again, I know Cole. I know they're gonna cook Cole, though. I do know they're gonna cook him because people are gonna be decoding.
Not yet,
but you know, I'm enjoying the art
because the video and song was so dope.
It is a fire joke.
They're gonna wait.
Right.
What they wanna do is they're gonna wait for Cole to slip up. That's what people are going. They're gonna be monitoring to see if he's gonna slip up from their perspective.
They really gonna listen to this drop of gems on them sample. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Because let me tell you something. Anytime somebody freestyled over or they sample or use drop a gem on them, they were usually dissing someone else. The Game, when he was dissing Mobb Deep, because Mobb Deep, remember, they signed to G Unit, right? And they released, I think, was it the Blood Money joint and some other joint? I think two or three albums with G Unit. And remember, Game, he dissed Mobb Deep, but he was freestyling over the drop of. Everybody I've heard rap over drop a gem on, they're usually dissing somebody.
Now that goes back into Night Night's perspective.
Night Night, you may be right.
If we put our hip hop history hat on,
no LeBron James.
What Prince is saying here is true. Usually, people who use this reference do be dissing somebody.
I'm just saying.
Now we already on the first track got what we seemed like a diss towards Jay-Z. I mean, we'll see.
Oh yeah, he was dissing Vita Guerrera. Yeah, he was dissing Vita Guerrera too. Vita Guerrera was in the class with like what, Melissa Ford and all of them, the first phases of that. Also, Ariel Smoke says they're going to watch y'all stream and steal y'all talking points to cook homemame.
I know, because we actually, I might as well say it on here now.
Right.
Is his label in Cole? Is he still on UMG? Or
no, Drake is not working with anybody that's with UMG.
No, Cole.
Yeah, and Cole is not tied to Cole. UMG. Yeah.
So Cole is not with Interscope or UMG anymore?
No. Dreamville either.
Y'all let me know also in the chat if that's real true, because Prince and I was going to explore some of that angle on our Patreon. look probably on Friday or no, we are full. We already got stream tonight on Patreon, tomorrow and Friday. We're probably gonna explore that on Saturday then.
Y'all like, man, these niggas only come outside when something's happening in hip hop.
Or that's just the only time people choose to pay attention.
Shinwa Williams says, y'all better be ready to talk on Patreon. Oh, we got the energy now.
No, you're right. No, we're ready for it.
We ready. Are you ready?
She said,
we ready. Are you ready?
We pay all the time.
Are you ready, mother?
No, we're gonna leave here at 6:50.
Yeah, so
we got 3 more minutes left with the people on YouTube.
He said co-signed to OVO.
I'm confident that's a funny comment.
In fact, let me see something real quick. Let me put this on the screen. Yeah, because if I recall, Cole is not with UMG at this point in his career. Let's see. Is J. Cole with UMG now? Because Drake ain't messing with nobody from UMG. Yep. There you go.
Tay say, P, why you talking like top 5?
That's nigga. Okay, see, look, no, J. Cole's Dreamville record ended they've ended their distribution partnership with UMG and its subsidiary, Interscope Records, mid-2025.
Where's the Oh my God. Night. Oh, if you get this right, ain't no one gonna ever think you wrong again. Well, actually, I don't know.
They said the TC signal just went up.
Cause you are black, Night like us, so they do be forsaking us.
Well, yeah,
if we were white creators,
if you was white, you would have.
I mean, we've been hitting it out of the park since 2024.
It would have been called the UMG Justice Theory. Yeah. If we was white, we would have got our credit, but since we black, everybody we did the Silent Hill Peekaboo theory. It's us. Niggas.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So
I don't know.
There's some spiteful niggas out there.
If Drake put X 6 feet under,
we don't know. We were talking,
but the Silent Hill Peekaboo theory is a thought crimes theory. Yeah, I just want to say that again. So any other channel,
niggas making videos, we write in the video, and niggas still talking over our heads.
Justin Hunt gave the stamp.
Shouts out to Big J on deck.
Knox also gave the stamp.
Knox Hill.
My humble opinion.
Kish. It was a bunch of niggas.
So
we appreciate y'all.
Thought Crimes came up with Silent Hill Peekaboo theory. Don't let nobody try to
they try to
steal it from under us.
Christopher black ass Columbus
like,
nigga,
like the fucking Grinch.
Yeah, I'm like,
the Grinch that stole Thought Crimes theory.
Like the niggas. Shouts out to Knox Hill. They got Knox Hill in the video. He's talking about us, and then they said Knox Hill. He came up with an interesting theory about the peekaboo thing. I say, you little spiteful nigga, you little evil black ass niggas doing shit. That's some dirty foot shit. But anyway, so look, it looks like J. Cole has no ties to UMG. Neither does Dreamville, and it looks like their partnership ended in 2025. So it's interesting. All of the big three at some point were rearranging their relationship with UMG. So, I don't know. It'd be very interesting. Again, look, I'm going to enjoy the art because I do think J. Cole is a talented MC. Now, do I sit and listen to Cole's music every day? No, but he do have some albums that are really good. I did like Born Sinners. I thought KOD was good. I think at the time when Sin and I reviewed it, I gave it an 8.
And also, we're going to do even more research. From what it looks like, it seems like Cole may be completely independent.
Yes.
We'll double check, though, and triple check with our research. Somebody else right now who I believe is 100% independent is Chance the Rapper.
Shouts out to Chance, man. That was a fantastic album. I know they, I thought it was a really good album. Even though I know they didn't give him his, I don't think he was nominated for any of the Grammys, but, hey, man, he showed up with Do or Die and Twister in the video. He already had me sold.
And again, we'll triple check.
Yeah.
And so far on Google, there is saying that he's not signed. It seemed like he's independent, but we'll double check.
This ain't Sam Altman shit. So it's probably right. Because Sam Altman shit be wrong. Like, nigga, that is wrong. Let me redo this again. It says here the partnership ended. Dreamville Records concluded its distribution agreement with UMG Interscope July. of 2025. Now they sell. J. Cole did not sell Dreamville Records. This was a misunderstanding from comments by label artists Bass and Jid. It says he's sharing the reward. Cole shared. Oh, so this is what Jid was talking about. So upon the partnership ending, Jid did have an interview where he said whatever reimbursement Cole receives in, that Cole gave the money to the artist on the Dreamville label.
Okay, that was a good thing. Yeah, I remember. I remember just saying that on Joe Budden's podcast.
Yeah. So
you see how it's easy, guys?
Joe Budden. It was Joe Budden, right?
Yeah, you see how
Joe Budden's podcast.
Media people who are from the industry pretending to be independent. You see how easy it is to reference people and give them their credit, whether you like them or not.
Out of nowhere, Cockadoodle Rooster came up with Silent Hill and Peekaboo Fairy.
And then they be wondering why black people don't make no money. I don't care if I don't like you. If if it was said on your fucking platform, I'm gonna reference you.
But anyway, let's credit the white crackhead couple.
That couple with that other theory was crackheads.
Y'all niggas, y'all some spiteful niggas. I'm like, bro,
what? Some crackers was telling Tory a bitch. Okay, so the crackers could call Tory a bitch, but somebody else would say it. They, blocked them. I'm like, come on now.
Yeah, it's like, well, I'm telling y'all, I don't know what it is. Like, I know sitting down, we joking like we have them, but I'm telling y'all, we mess with the think tank, but sometimes in the media, boy, there's some spiteful, black-hearted niggas. They so evil. I'm like, y'all niggas so evil. And y'all remember sticker bugs? That's what the niggas remind me of when you cut through the grass in the middle of the street on Fulton Industrial. They remind me of the sticker bugs that get caught up in your socks.
Some people think they could bully us, but so far the think tank has been 10-10.
Yeah.
They the ones who let us know when a famous animator was stealing our morning show.
Yeah.
And it failed. And then he messaged us. He's like, damn, your audience, man, they wouldn't leave me alone for a while. I'm like, that's why you shouldn't have stole.
Drop a gem on them.
So they do it a lot, but it's okay. We keep pushing forward.
Yeah, we have fun, man. We that's what the ancestors are for, to get rid of them old hateful, spiteful hearted ass niggas. That being the case though, so it looks like Cole, apparently he may be independent. Again, shouts out to Dre, not Dre. What's the brother's name? Is his name Caleb or Celeb?
Caleb?
Yeah, the one that's on Twitter. He's like,
shout out to him. Oh my God,
he's tied into J. Cole's camp somehow.
He always be fighting for his Cole.
Yeah, man. So shouts out to him. He maybe he'll probably message us or educate us, or maybe I'll ask him, is Cole independent? He usually got good spirits though. When we was making jokes about Cole, he was like, "Oh, come on, y'all killing my guy." I'm like, Cole.
I would have to say most of the fan bases have been okay with us. Even I was surprised the OVO people though, they was begging on X. War crimes. Yeah. Please, can you leave us alone? Every day you make up a new joke about Drake that other channels, they say the same joke but not y'all name, and then our boy get beat up more and more and more. I'm like,
man. You know what?
At first the jokes was funny, but then it became abuse.
No, Sin did read a message from somebody. It
was a lot of messages.
Yeah, it was a couple of them.
Can you please leave the Snow King alone?
Yeah, they said that they felt like because we didn't even get going with the animations again, because y'all know we got like Drake cartoons and shit. We do voices and stuff, so we didn't even really get a chance to get cooking like that. But they were like, "Come on, man!" And then. Looking back, like I said, somebody slid me into the Club Paradise and then Sin educated me. She said Club Paradise. I was like, yeah. She said that's a Drake room. I said I didn't know that.
They would not let Prince get one word in.
Every time I started
talking, then, this is go ahead, you talk. This is Club Paradise.
Oh yeah, so why is he?
Wait, hold on, man. First of all, nobody's better than Drake, but let's go play a Drake song right now.
Oh yeah.
All the days I was caught in the rain, going back to the past when I was with my ex. I tell you, baby. All right. We done with the Drake in the past song.
All right, man.
So let's get back to the discussion. So what you were saying?
Yeah. So what was up with the missteps with Drake that he
missteps? They don't do no damn missteps. See, that's the problem right there. He do nothing wrong.
I'm telling you all, I got educated. I do not have no luck with spaces. It's Paradise. It was Lupe. Then it was the niggas that said that,
The only
Kamala need to lose.
The only point they agree with Prince on was like, well, Drake chose the wrong people to be around. No, that's right. All those bums around are Lord and Savior Drake. And Drake should have never helped any of them. And then there's one guy who sounds like the quarterback on what's the team that Ariel likes? Football team.
What, the 49ers?
No.
Oh, you talking about Kansas City Chiefs?
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's one guy who sounds like the quarterback from there, and he comes out, he says, they just hate on Drake because they all hood and broke.
Oh, yeah.
And Aubrey Drake, they're mad because he has money, and he actually talks about blackness from a wealth perspective. The rest of y'all are broke and hateful.
He was about to say, with your black asses. I had no idea because I was really in it, and I was like, man, maybe I should start my own spaces so then I can mute motherfuckers, right? But because then I didn't know they were so angry, and I didn't know, and then that's when Sin told me, she's like, no, she said that's Drake spaces. I said, well, man, nobody told me that. I went right in there naked, basically, because then I knew something was wrong when they kept talking on top of me. Right.
Oh, wait, it's 6:58. No, they're right. We about to be late.
We gotta go, y'all. But then the niggas played a song.
Prince, we gotta roll out.
Go, y'all.
The Patreon people was almost right. They said we better be on time, and we already messing up. All right. The outro's going by. We see y'all on Patreon. Peace.
All right. We love y'all. Peace.
To this day. To this day.
Turn your back on me.
Is that a challenge?
You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Black folks are nosy. They have specials. Nosy specials. Why does a bee make honey? You ain't a bee. Why do you give a fuck?
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
If he dies, he dies.